Coach Dom. I put together the Pickleball Primer to prepare you for play, improve recovery, and enhance the quality of your life. So don't expect a couple of arm circles and a couple leg swings holding onto the fence at the court. The Pickleball Primer is a full body sequence designed to activate muscles, lubricate your joints, and get your body ready for the day. Okay? I want you to take about 10 to 15 minutes to go through the primer at home in the comfort of your house before you leave for the courts. When you get to the courts, I want you to focus on playing, and that's it. I promise you, if you take the 10 minutes and go through this sequence, you're gonna move better on the court, but more importantly, your body's gonna handle the wear and tear that comes with playing, and you're gonna recover and feel great the rest of the day. Okay? I'm here for you. If you have any questions, reach out through email, get on the phone. I'll modify this primer for you individually. You'll see when you go through the movements, we've done that for you already. But if you're looking for more and you want to build a little more strength besides this, feel free to reach out to us. Numbers below. And I hope you enjoy the Pickleball Primer. See you on the courts. Keep moving. All right, so the first movement we're going to do in our pickleball prep is what we call a hip crossover. So you're going to be on the ground. We're going to have our arms out. I always like palms up in this relaxed position. Knees are together, and we're going to let the abdomen relax, the stomach muscles relax, and the knees are going to fall to the side. Whatever's comfortable to you, they do not have to get to the ground. They shouldn't get to the ground. Then you're going to tighten up the stomach muscles, bring it back, and let it fall to the other side. And then tighten up those abdomen muscles, bring it back and forth. You'll keep going. So let it fall, keeping your shoulders pinned to the ground. Nice and relaxed. Ease into this, okay? Don't start trying to force the movement all the way to the ground. Just nice and easy, back and forth, loosening up that lower back. All right? Hip crossover. After the crossover, we're gonna progress into what we call a hip bridge. Okay? Again, arms are just down to the side. You can see Julia's feet are close to her glutes, her butt. She's in this position. She's gonna drive her hips to the sky, squeezing the glutes tight. You'll see a straight line from knee to shoulder. Go back down slow and controlled, and then right back up. Good, and you're gonna go anywhere from 10 to 20 reps. You wanna push through your heels, so you can even lift the toes off the ground a little bit to ensure that you're pushing through your heels. 10 to 20 reps, activate those glutes, get those muscles ready for the play you're gonna do. Now that we did our hip bridges, I'm gonna have you roll over onto your stomach, okay? And you can kind of lie just like Julia is, relax. I want you to relax that pelvis into the floor, take compression off of that lower back. We've just been laying in bed pretty much all night. Let's kind of relax into this position. And then once you're okay in this position, if you're comfortable with it, we're gonna activate that glute again by doing a straight leg lift. So just a small lift of the leg, right glute right now is being activated, fired up, ready to work. Bring it back down, and then we're gonna alternate legs. Maybe go anywhere between 5 and 10 each side, and then that's prone lying leg extension. All right, we're moving on to a rocker squat. So you're gonna get in this position right here. Your knees are apart, about shoulder width. Toes, your toes are into the ground, and we're gonna rock back in towards your heels. Chest is up high, really looking up. Get as much extension as we can here. Now, if this isn't comfortable on your knees, just go to where it's comfortable. You may not get as deep as Julia is right now. Then you're gonna rock forward, right to that position, and then you'll rock back into that seated position again, okay? And you'll go anywhere 5 to 10 of this, really keeping that chest high so we're keeping lots of extension in that lower back. Okay, rocker squats. We're gonna stay in that kneeling position, that quadruped position, hands under your shoulders, knees slightly apart, 90-degree angle here for this next movement, which we call a bird dog. Okay, we're gonna activate that abdomen, extend those legs, get those glutes ready for your pickleball play. So what we're gonna do is extend the right arm out and the left leg out at the same time. So right now we have extension of the body, everything's tight, legs straight, okay? We don't want that leg way up here, we wanna keep it right there. And you're gonna feel some stability going on in the body. We'll bring it back down, and then we'll switch sides. We'll try to hold for 5 seconds in this position. And then we'll bring it down, and we would switch sides again. Now, if that's too difficult, to do at the same time. We're gonna keep the hands on the ground, and we're just gonna focus on the extension of the leg, trying to keep the back nice and flat here. Hold that for a good 5 seconds. Stomach should always be slightly tight, drawn in a little bit. Okay, that's a bird. Now that we finished the bird dogs, we're gonna do what we call a pump stretch. So a pump stretch starts in a push-up position. Now, if this is difficult, we can take our time with it. We're gonna drive the hips up and back, so you're pushing through your hands, trying to extend the hips up to the sky, reaching. Knees are softly bent. You're gonna get a lot of stretch and activation on the Achilles and the calves. And then from here, you're gonna hold this position. Then you're gonna go ahead and pump your chest towards your thighs, maybe 3 to 4 pumps. And then you're gonna come back to that push-up position, and you're gonna drop to the knees. If you can, lower yourself to the ground. However you gotta get to the ground. Extend up, relax here in the lower back, relax that pelvis to the floor. And then you would go back up onto the knees, and then you would get back into that position one more time. Okay? Take your time with this. If you're having trouble holding that plank position or this position, you just hold it for a little bit and then back off. Work your way to more repetitions. We would go with 1 repetition up to 5 repetitions, okay? Now, getting on the ground like this is not working for you. I'm gonna show you a modification for this exercise. We're gonna use a bench or a sturdy chair or something that's not gonna move on you, or a slide, okay? Julia's gonna put her hands on that bench. Go ahead and put your hands up on it in a push-up position. She's on the edge of the bench. Now she's gonna do that same pattern, driving her hips up, and she's just gonna pump that. So the hamstrings and calves still getting plenty of activity here. And then she's gonna go flat into that plank position right there for a few seconds, and then she's gonna repeat that movement. So that would be a modification for this exercise. Pump stretch. All right, now that we're on our feet, we're gonna go into what we call the world's greatest stretch. So how this is gonna work, Julia's gonna step back with her right leg. Hands are gonna be inside her foot. And you'll see her knee is right over her ankle or slightly leaning forward, and she's getting a real good stretch on this hip right now. From here, about 3 seconds, she's gonna rotate this inside arm up, the one that's closest to her front knee. So now we're getting good mobility through this upper back for about 3 seconds. Then we're gonna bring that arm back down. Third component, she's lifting her leg up, getting a lot of stretch on this hamstring. Again, that calf and Achilles is getting a lot of good stretch, which we really wanna be warmed and ready before we get out and play pickleball. All right, then she'll step forward and stand tall, and we'll switch sides and do one on the other side. Okay, so you get a better movement. She's gonna lean into that front knee for 3 seconds, rotate that arm up, let the eyes follow your hand, bring it back to the ground, lift that front toe up, back heel towards the ground. You're gonna feel this in this hamstring a lot, in the back of that Achilles and calf a lot. Good. So, get into the ground like that. May be a bit difficult. I'm gonna show you how to modify this exercise with a bench or a chair. So you're gonna straddle maybe a step stool or a chair, anything like that at the house. And then you're gonna go ahead and step back. This is gonna, if you have mobility issues with that movement, this is how you're gonna wanna do this. You're gonna sit into that. I would actually go ahead and put your forearms right on that chair or that bench that you're using. So you're there for a good 3-4 seconds. Then you're gonna rotate that arm up just like we did. Perfect, back to this bench. Then go ahead and lift that front toe up. Back heel towards the ground. And you have a great stretch still, but modified for your abilities. You're gonna go ahead and do 3 to 4 each side on this stretch. Fantastic. If you're gonna pick one thing to do out of this pickleball prep, this is the exercise you need to be doing. World's greatest stretch.